Don't just jump at the first thing that pops up at you.
Yeah.
Which in hindsight, I think it was because I was letting myself down by not having it ready.
Yep.
I was almost like, I'll just take anyone.
Yeah.
And instead of actually being like proper background research, please, for the love of God, do it. Just do it. It is so worth it. It's like going to Google.
Yep.
Yeah, the first link's like usually the one that's been most clicked, but have a look at some other links as well, just in case.
It is Morokai with Two Eyes. We are back. We're on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. I'm a little bit heated. I think the best way to start this podcast.
I think that's a fair word to say. There's actually more words to add to that, actually, but I think heated's the one that we'll run with.
Yeah, I would rather rant in the first episode.
Yep.
Then later on when we do some more, we can have some fun. Because I don't know, every time, and I've been learning a lot to just manage your energy and just don't let things kind of knock you back.
Get under your skin.
Yeah, exactly.
For better or for worse.
And it's hard because lately we've just had a couple of people we've been working with. It's
not a couple, one specific. No, I think for the most part we're working with some quite good people, but it's this specific one.
Yeah, look,
if I'm going to be honest.
100%. Look, when we're getting a website done, and it is just taken that long to get done. The communication's the one that pisses me off the most.
It started off so well, and I must admit, I'm not even going to shy away. Like, I'm at fault here. I took way too long to get off my ass and be proactive about the website.
Yep.
Came across, I got recommended 2 people. One person seemed very, very good. At the time, was very quick to respond as well. So I was like, oh, this is great. I'll run that avenue because I need it done.
Yeah.
I need it done. I'm already behind my schedule, which is then obviously, not allowed us to get the product out and all that. Yep. The product's been sitting here for I would say at least 4+ months now.
Oh, it's been a long
easily.
time. Yeah.
Easily. It's ready to go. We've got the bags. We've got the machine to print the late. Everything is good to go. It's just the website.
Yeah.
Just to draw the people in. Because, we could easily just be like, here's our PayPal. Just send us. But that looks pretty dodgy.
That looks shocking.
It looks very dodgy. It's very unprofessional.
I would never, if I was looking up to someone who's a podcast, I'm like, I want to buy your merch. And they're just like, yeah, sweet. Just send us $60 on PayPal. I'll be like, hang on. What do you mean?
Yeah, where's the actual images and stuff like that? We've got photos taken.
Yep.
I did a home photo shoot in my garage for the photos, but the response time now, apparently it's fine. I actually will quotation mark if you're watching this on YouTube. There is quotation marking here. The communication's just gone. Apparently the handover's there and all that. I don't know how to change any of the images on the website.
Yeah, long story short, there's Lee was getting the website set up, and then I've divvied out the jobs and job title in Morokai and split them evenly, so there's an even amount for Lee, there's an even amount for me, and there's not I have to check in on Lee or Lee has to check in on me. They just get done and it can flow smoothly. And I will admit it's taken a bit.
It has. No, most definitely. There's no need to shy away from it. I've been quite slacking.
Yep.
I'll start off really, really well and I'll fade away, then I'll pick myself back up and then I sort of... Yeah, I'm very good at just going with the flow, for better or for worse, is probably the best way to put it. I'm just a very go with the flow, it'll get done, but the problem is it doesn't get done because, I kind of just let it, I just let it sit there and all that. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey man, have you done this? And just like in high school, if anyone's out there and all that, when you're trying to do your homework the night before, you got to run into issues instead of just ticking it away day by day. Even if it's small, little 5-minute things, just tick them away, get them done.
That's it.
So
this is going to be something interesting that I'm going to ask you, because on the podcast I'm watching, it's all about, and when you listen to a podcast and there's a few things, or it could be a religion, there's some things you connect with and there's some things you don't, and you go, okay, you know what, I'm actually, the whole God, Jesus thing, it's not for me, but maybe being Jewish for you.
Correct.
It could be a whole different... I don't know, maybe you want to... Is it Buddha?
Buddhism.
Yeah, something like that. Everyone has their own different flavour and something they mesh with. Same with diets.
Yeah, no, you're spot on.
I'll go on TikTok and someone's like, white rice is the devil. And then I'll go on the next TikTok. People are sleeping on white rice. It's just all good.
Sounds about right.
And a lot of the things, you just got to find what fit for you. But I think one that's really fit for me is the emotional guidance scale. And the emotional guidance scale... And I'm just going to make it the most easiest way to explain instead of really deep diving. Things like appreciation, happiness, hard work, being grateful are at the top. And then when you go down, it's lying, deceiving people, depression, all that kind of stuff. And when you're in that lower zone, you then attract more.
Most definitely.
And if you're up on the end, up in the end of the scale, and up the tippy top, just good things happen. Good things come to you. You'll
most
notice
definitely.
A lot of people who are just doing great in life and they're really smashing it and they're putting the hard work in, they're usually doing great.
And you see that, you visibly see the results as well.
Definitely. And then maybe someone who is doing great, who, might be a millionaire, if they're low and maybe they're cheating on their wife, they're coming home late, they're not doing the right thing by their partner or friends. Yeah, they've got all this money, but negative things are constantly coming into play and they feel down. So you are kind of what you bring into the universe. Man, do you think with all this stuff this guy's doing on the website and just the time frame, not getting it done, do you think maybe this is just a bit of like, hey, this is where kind of you were? Do you know what I mean? Like you yourself and
most definitely, man. No, like in hindsight, I feel like I was definitely that person. Like, man, there was so many times where I would visibly see all the work that you're putting in for the business, and I'd be like, wow, like Luke's like substantially like here, like at the highest of heights, and like I'm doing like seriously like scraping in at bare minimum, and like how's that fair? Like it's meant to be two mates doing this, and all that, when realistically like especially in the early stages, if not even like, not so much as of late, I'd like to think hopefully I'm now blowing my pup, but again, like that's completely, like that's completely, but for a long time there, man, I would probably say realistically, you were probably best off just having me in to do a podcast and then be like, man, you just go home. Like, but like in all seriousness, and I can self-reflect, I can look at that and be like, fuck, that was a really shitty thing to do. Not only because it's my best mate that like I'm letting, but like I'm letting down myself. I'm letting down, like, man, like, it'd be so, it's something like as simple as like maybe you're editing a podcast. I'll quickly just flick on the PlayStation and all that because like, Lee's saying that he's doing all this, and it's just like, there's me playing like Apex, and you're sort of like, well, that's okay, well, like maybe he's getting it done, but I'll just maybe check in with their daily email thing that we've got scheduled. Oh, Lee hasn't emailed me for a couple. Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's going to say, like, that's what I mean. Like, it's very, but at the same time as well, there's got to come that fine line where it's like, well, mate, like, I'm doing this. Like, you've got to do, like, I want to do this with you. But there's only so much I myself will tolerate before it's like, mate, you know what? If you're not, like, I'd rather you say, hey, man, like, I'm not for it, then just keep plotting along, keep fucking... Definitely. Because, man, like, the last thing that I want to do is be wasting someone's time.
Oh, 100%. And you've definitely gotten way better. And I think this is great to hash it out, like, and just you can get it behind the scenes.
Yeah, visual thing. Like.
But, you've definitely improved a lot. But I find it just interesting that with everything I'm watching about what you bring in, that now you're dealing with what I was kind of dealing with.
Most definitely, man.
And it was just more the time frame and the work not getting done, even though you're asking. And I can see you being like, dude, I'm asking for this. I'm constant. He's not getting back to me. I'm doing like I'm constantly.
I think it's almost like I want like verification from you. I almost want you to be like, man, trust me, I know that you're doing the right. But it's so dumb because like I know that I'm doing the right, and I don't need to explain it to you because it's like. Again, it's sort of that thing where it's like, well, fuck, man, I really do hope like you are chasing this up and all that. But like, it's almost just like I want you to like, I need to tell you instead of just being like, I will just keep chipping away at this fucking, like, I don't even know, like this wall, I guess, like this brick wall until I can finally break through. But it definitely on reflection, I'm like, shit, knowing that that was me. I hope to just whatever there is out there I hope that like you don't get that from me ever again.
100%.
Like and all that.
And man, you're the guy driving the fucking car on that one. Do you know what I mean?
No, most definitely. At the end of the day, it's down to me and what I choose to do. 100%. I'm only gonna like Morokai could be great, but it's only going to be as great as what I choose to make it to be. Because your side of Morokai will always, in my personal opinion, not to gas you up or whatever, but your side of the business will always be like the best it possibly can be, man, because you drive yourself to that high standard and all that. And it's like deep down, it's like I want to be at that high, but again, it's only going to be at that standard if I choose to get it to that standard. With a new job, though, I must admit, game changer, man. It is so good. I now come home and like, maybe I'd like the odd chance I might jump on the PlayStation, whatever. But usually I'm like, no. I want want to at least spend like the best part of like an hour and a half just doing this nitty gritty stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll have my freedom.
Yeah. 100%.
Not even like, not necessarily like freedom. That's a bad word to say, but like then I can, I suppose, you know, sit down, play a game or exercise or whatever. But even that, like I need to better my schedule. So just a bit.
100%, man. No, I get exactly where you're coming from. And yeah, it was, as I'm watching it all unfold, that's why I wasn't giving you too much when you would update me, I'd be like, yep, cool. And just not deep dive.
Yeah, most definitely.
But lately it's just been like, this guy has just been pissing me off. So I'm being like, all right, well, fuck, I'm over this. Mainly because like, it just keeps the weather keeps getting warmer and warmer. And we have footies, so it's just like
thankfully here in Melbourne, like I mean, it has been raining, so like we're good.
It's off and on sometimes,
but it's not the point. We ordered hoodies, we need them to sell. They're not selling in 30-degree weather. It's just pointless.
Yeah, and it's just doing some of these things where I'm just like, for fuck's sake. But I was also like, nah, do you know what? You got to learn to just, these aren't a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Like we've both got our health, we're both fine.
It is, but
it is good to note and be like, okay, we can now learn.
I definitely know going
and you can
forward.
Learn from this.
Most definitely. If I could redo it again, don't just jump at the first thing that pops up at you. Yeah. Which in hindsight, I think it was because I was letting myself down by not having it ready.
Yeah,
I was almost like, I'll just take anyone. Yeah. Instead of actually being like proper background research, please, for the love of God, do it. Just do it. It is so worth it. It's like going to Google.
Yep.
Yeah, the first link's like usually the one that's been most clicked, but have a look at some other links as well, just in case.
That's why I think, and not a knock on you, but this is a really good point because with doing the research, I remember I was like, man, go on Fiverr and go through like 5 people and find the best one, really go through it. And then I saw you made like a Facebook post for it. I'm like, I feel like you're not going to get much from a Facebook post than you would from Fiverr, where people who have a business, who are actually
doing it.
So I think that's
that was another
note for you.
No, most definitely going forward.
Take your advice and do that research.
Definitely be using Fiverr, 110%.
or just even if your own initiative and going, what else is there other than Fiverr?
Yeah, maybe that's true.
Maybe someone local making a couple calls, and it's just about making that extra.
Yeah, doing those extra steps so that way, like, I really can be comfortable. With the person that I've selected to do set tasks.
Yeah, but again, I wouldn't do this. I literally would not do this with anyone else.
But at the same time,
what I mean?
Oh
like,
no, most definitely.
I actually wouldn't, and it's just
it's giving me valuable life lessons as well, though. Yeah. Like I'm looking at it, and it's like, all right, like at the end of the day, like I'm far from perfect, and I'm going to make mistakes. But if I'm not, like. It sucks because I wish it was done. I wish we were already moving the product because I feel packaging the product, seeing those orders come in and being like, man,
that'd be so cool.
Man, Johnny John's, I don't even know, like ordered
Johnny
one.
John John's,
and I'm coming to you. I'm like, oh man, can you put that in the bag? Let's go to the post office. Like, it sounds like, I don't know, maybe mundane, maybe very average to someone, but I just think that'd be, knowing that our product is going to be in the hands of someone else,
100%.
Gives me so much, like, just that thought of, like, even, like, walking down to, like, the post office or, like, the letterbox and just mailbagging that shit.
Yeah,
like, oh, man, it kind of gets me a bit going, like.
And it goes to the advice I've always said to people. It's like, buy it nice, don't buy it twice. And, for example, just not doing enough research on this guy and going a different avenue.
Most definitely.
We're now going to have to buy twice.
Most definitely.
We're going to have to find someone else to be in charge of the website after him because we don't want to use him.
Yeah, 110%.
Okay, well, we won't name drop him or anything. And there's parts where, look, some of the website looks all right, but what you paid and the time frame and the communication out of everything. You'd think this
website was like the best website you've ever stepped foot on.
It's,
like,
it's so unclear when, like, I guess the handover's coming and it's like, what do we do? Like, for example, this is a great example. We got HD photos of our clothing, and might be another thing. Then when I sent you the screenshots, it would have been good on your end. Hey, where's the HD photos? Like and then when he uploads the screenshots from a phone of the photos, it's like, what are you doing? Because he's uploaded them to our site, so now we've got pixelated, well, not pixelated, but very bad quality photos,
distorted.
And they're not even in the right aspect ratio. So if you click on our site, you click on the photos, you go through and you'll have a photo that's perfectly rectangle, then a photo that's half the size, then a photo that's landscape, then it's all fucking over the shop. And it's a good learning experience for obviously what we're going to do next. This is all starting steps we need to take. But it's also like, all right, well, fucking talk to us.
Yeah, well, fill me in. Like, keep me posted.
Communicate, and so unclear and everything, and it just goes.
Don't just leave me on red and then reply when you want to reply. Like, I'm actually there asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm asking for guidance. I'm asking for help and all that.
Yep.
You're the person who's done it all. Like, you've got the answers.
And he has the nerve to keep asking for a review.
Yeah, and he keeps on asking me for a review. And, like, I've told him multiple times, like, mate, if I leave you, like, I'm not going to leave you a review until everything's done.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
it's not done.
Yeah. And I said to Lee, I was like...
You're not going to leave a review on something that isn't finished. It's like going to a
you're
tyre...
happy with.
Yeah, like a tyre shop for your car or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we patched it and all that. And you get home and it's still leaking.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, did we do a good job? It's like, well, clearly not.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, 100%. I think the mindset now is we're just going to say, look, mate, so this is where I kind of want to jump in a bit and just be... I think maybe that bad cop...
Yep.
In a way. Like, I know you've been pretty...
I've done the Leroy approach.
Yeah.
And all that, which is usually very nice and all that. I don't try to arc up or get a bit angry. I sort of like try to get easy breezy sort of way because that's me. But I think, it's no longer time for that. It is time for tough love.
Yeah. And I'm just going to make a video. I'm going to say this needs to be fixed. This needs to be fixed. Otherwise, you'll get your review and we're going to give it 1 star because we're honestly not happy. Plain and simple. But to people like out there, I guess communication is key, but also just like putting in the work and also thinking what's next. What can I keep growing? What can I keep building? What can I do that will build on this to make it even more special? Because I actually have a problem with it in my original job now. I'll go to work and let's say I kind of hit my KPIs. Some days I'll be like, oh, I'm kind of done now. I can go home. And that's a terrible mindset to have. But I have that some days. Like some days I'm like,
nah. Most definitely.
And then it's just about getting in the right mindset, I guess, and making sure you just keep push, but also grow and learn from it. Like, fuck, I guarantee next, if we have a drop or next website, I get you in contact with someone else, you're going to like make sure, okay, I need this, this, and this.
Yeah, these are all the steps in place.
It's like, that's why I've never understood when people are like, oh, I'm going to wait for marriage for sex. This is but it all makes sense.
No.
You have no idea what you like.
Yeah, no, you're spot on.
You have no idea what you like. So you get married, and next thing you know, you hate everything your partner's doing.
Yep.
You don't like it. You have no idea. It's just not doing it for you. But you've never had the experience. So, but if in life you've gone through, had a bit of a fun time, in reason, not gone too crazy.
but you're spot on,
exactly.
though,
so
like,
when you get to the point
you've
of
got
actually,
that experience.
Yeah, when you get to the point of actually marrying someone or finding that special person, so not just sex, but other things that you find that are important in a partner, you do it right.
Yes.
You don't just dive in head first and then figure things out as you go. So, but I guess this is what we're going to do with the business. Is dive in head first with a few things and find out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I definitely am disappointed in how it's played out because I didn't think the website was going to be easy by any means, but I also didn't think that it was going to be this difficult and all that. And now I'm just kicking myself because it's like, oh, maybe I should have been a bit more patient with like another person that got recommended to me, which I've actually seen the website firsthand. Like I was able to navigate through it and all that. And now it's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
No, but instead, I was very just like, no, I just want it done now.
Yeah.
No, so I've bitten myself on the arse.
But that comes back from learning from also you being behind.
Yeah, most definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just trying to find that quick fix band-aid. It was like, all right, cool.
Yep. And even today, you already said to me with some of the jobs I need you to do, you're like, hey, the other day I spent an extra 2 hours and I'm now a couple of days ahead. And you were like, also, I'm so much better. Like,
and how happy do I sound as well, though, man? Like, I'm not coming to you and you're sort of like, so, man, what's been going on? And like, because I know, man, I used to come in and be like, oh, like sort of thing. And straight away, you're probably already like, fuck's sake. Like, the jobs aren't even like that because they're not difficult by any means.
Yep.
Like, they're very set out. Like, man, you've even done the email. I legit just need to fill it in.
Yeah. Yep.
And all that. So there is no excuses.
Yeah.
And all that. So... yeah, but honestly, the work's just been a go. I'm loving what I'm doing for the business now. Just loving life in and of itself.
Yeah, man. And what's good is give it, I don't know, another 3 months, depends how used to it you get, then we'll be adding more.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I'll be adding more to my jobs and it's just constantly getting better and
it's just going to make the whole business better.
And do you know what, when it never works in a workplace? It never works. And I've noticed this with some of the people I work with at the moment. If you're not passionate about what you do...
yeah, you need to be driven.
Then you're not going to want to do those things.
Yeah.
See, I know you're passionate about this. I know you want to do this.
I know deep down I am, but then I let myself down because I'll just maybe play another extra hour of PlayStation. I will go to bed instead of just saying away for that half an hour. Because, man, even small jobs, seriously, like just venturing out to other Instagrams using the same hashtags and all that, like having a look through, liking some of their photos, see if I can pull people in that way.
Yeah.
And all that, because one person looking at the profile is better than no person looking at the profile at the end of the day. Like,
well, even today you messaged me like, me and you need to go out and do photos.
I was like,
thank God. I was like, perfect. Tell me more shit you want to get done.
No, most definitely, man.
Make my day if you said, hey, man, I'm going to have to swing by and grab some of the Morokai merch because I got someone taking some photos for it. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just got to keep pushing, keep growing, keep getting better and better. So that's the best way to go about it. But yeah, that's why you'll walk into maybe a McDonald's or a KFC or a shopping centre, and there'll be people, and you're like, you'll get served by them like, oh, they hate their job, Jesus. Well, they're probably not passionate about it. They're probably forced to do it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Why would they? I mean, depending on how you grew up, it's always good to put 100% in because that will show your personality towards the next career you get that you do want.
Oh, and you just get recommended more too.
Yeah, like, that's a good way to do it.
Good workers.
But some people that they just really don't want to work, why would they want to stay an extra hour? Why would they want to? Yeah, they've done their jobs. Do a few things extra.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If that,
make it easier for the next person after you.
That's why passion is so important in the career you're at. But also just thinking, even if you're not passionate, think about, okay, well, if I put my 100% in here, then that's going to carry on to the next job, because that's what I didn't do in school, and I wish I did in school. I wish, even though I didn't enjoy it, I wish that maybe I got up an hour earlier, smashed it, because I look back and I go, fuck, you could have done that. Just smash out studying, get it all done, and that will carry over into the next job.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you build those habits from an earlier age and all that. Like, I wish, I was more determined, more driven in school, more just across, like most of my subjects, instead of just being like, no, I just want to do well in these two.
Yeah, yeah.
And all that. Because, like, granted, I don't really care about the job that I'm in now, or but like it would have been nice to, I suppose, have those options.
Yeah, and I feel like I always try to be a driver for you as well.
Oh no, you most definitely do, man.
Yeah.
No, I seriously, like, not just as a mate, like doing the podcast with, but I do look to you as someone that I look up to.
Yeah.
And like aspire to, because it's like, well, I want to be like that, self-driven, like have that ability in myself. It's like, no, I can do this. Like, you're just gonna have to suck it up and make some sacrifices, but at the end of the day, it'll be all worth it, because now look at you, man, and you've been live streaming God of War. Because, like, you've done all the work.
Yeah, 100%.
And all that. So it's like, well, actually, like, I'm chill. Like, if I don't need to be doing this above and beyond, because I've already done it back then.
Yeah, yeah.
And all that. So, yeah, like, it just makes life easy. And, like, as an individual and a person, you feel so much happier as well.
Yeah.
Because you're visually seeing the stuff that you're getting done.
Yeah.
And all that. You're then seeing it, for example, with the business, with a podcast or Instagram, you're seeing it then reach the audience as well. So it's hitting people, and you're just like, grouse.
Yep.
Like, this is good because, like, I've done this work.
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of thing. So it's now good to see the result. Like,
you never see anyone successful just say, oh, it just happened.
Yeah,
they all work their ass off. Like, 100%. But no, that was good to hash that out and just get that have a chat, just open up to everyone, let them know behind the scenes what's going on.
Things that you probably don't usually
see.
So.
It's not always perfect. We're just we're still learning the early stages, which is good, but I'm very keen in 2023 to just hit the ground running and just fucking go nuts.
Yeah, go bananas.
Go absolutely bananas. But guys, that was Morokai with 2 eyes. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boom.
Boom.